We've been powering Western Sydney for 130 years. I sort of want to say we're going to be powering Sydney for 230 years. We talk about net zero by 2040, we talk about carbon neutral by 2035, but you've got to get yourself into that forward picture. And we do truly believe that we want to drive customer-focused solutions. We don't just want to follow regulation and legislation. We want to get people to challenge it and change it because we know we've got to. So just in 10 years, you wouldn't have put an EV picture up. You wouldn't have put a battery up. It's not like it's happening. It's happened. What you're now talking about is the scale and the pace that actually is going to move at. It's a complicated roadmap, and I sort of smiled. You know, there was an article in the AFR yesterday, and it described Endeavour as a transmission company. You know, we're actually a distribution company. But what's really interesting is distribution is now actually the first piece as well as the last piece. We talk about customers, but what we should be really talking about is generators, because they actually push it back the other way now. So we're actually at both ends of this sort of food chain now. I try to put my head again 10 years forward. I try to put my head to say, you know, everybody will have an electric vehicle. Whether you like a V8 or a V6, they're not going to be made. Your choice is going to be an electric vehicle, so they are going to be in your network, and then how can you utilise them to be powered at the right time to actually sort of make sure the network is reliable and sustainable. I think nobody's going to dispute there's going to be lots of storage, lots of batteries in your network, and they're either going to be one that a customer owns, they're going to be one that a network puts in, they're going to be a grid scale one at the top end. You need all of them. If you think there's 1,000 in the network now, there'll be 20,000 in the network in years to come, and that's a good thing because that will provide stability as we, you know, emerge from fossil fuels and actually move to a truly sustainable, renewable future. It's not fanciful. The thought process is out there. There are places around the world that are actually using it, and so there's massive amount of generation that you can actually capture and you can actually use for the benefit of the community. So again, it's moving quickly. You know, my call out for all of you is challenge what you hear. Challenge the solutions that people are putting in front of you. And I think if you do, I think you'll find in 10, 20 years time, Sydney will not only be one of the most livable places in the world, it will be one of the most affordable and it will be one of the most sustainable. So thank you.